Is a correction taking us closer to a bear market? You know, I'm not even sure many people understand that. They hear bear and bull, probably get them confused, but is this a precursor to that scary bear market?
Michelle, I like that you put up pause, by the way. The bear. Yeah, that's another term that Wall Street throws around. And a bear market, when Wall Street says a bear market, they basically mean a point where the stock market has fallen 20% from a recent high. And I'll tell you a funny story. So the reason why they call it a bear market versus a bull market, and a bull market is the good scenario. It's when a stock price rises 20% from a low. But the reason why Wall Street calls these bull and bear markets is because when a bull attacks, the bull with its horns strikes up. The bear swipes down.
That's interesting.
So
I did not know that.
yeah, yeah. So I, it's funny how we come to these terms, but that's the genesis of why we say bull and bear market. But there is a lot of concern around a bear market, and I want to talk through exactly what a bear market means because I do think at this point a correction is not a crisis, and a correction certainly isn't a bear market because we haven't hit that level. But bear markets are taken very seriously on Wall Street. If you're invested in an S&P 500 index fund, you watch your investment fall 20%. That's when it really starts to hurt.
Yeah.
That's when it gets serious in your mind. And bear markets in the past have overlapped with economic downturns, these recessions that we talked about a little bit earlier. In fact, the past 11 out of the past 11 bear markets, seven have overlapped with recessions. So
Wow.
so basically, when you hear people talk about bear markets, you almost have to assume that they're pretty concerned about the economy and where the economy is going as well. I
Mhm.
don't think we're quite there yet, even though things feel very uneasy and we can feel the ground shifting underneath our feet. Uh, Companies aren't laying off people in mass yet. Of course, there are layoffs. There are always layoffs in every economic phase or condition, but we're not seeing these massive layoffs across a number of industries, which comforts me because, again, the job market is the crux of the economy, and we want Americans to feel confident enough to spend their money and to invest their money. Um, Corrections, of course, are a 10% drop, but many corrections don't turn into bear markets. In fact, I believe only a third of corrections that we've seen since 1950 have actually turned into bear markets, have actually hit that 20% level. So I think what you can take from this is it doesn't seem like we're in a recession yet. I have no idea what the future holds, but if you believe we can avoid a recession, then you can probably also assume that the stock market may not reach that bear market level. And, we've also been here before. We have been through bear markets, we have been through corrections. And it's important to recognize that along with understanding why you feel the way you feel, because being empowered with historical knowledge and knowing that the stock market has recovered from all of these storms and crises, can help center you in a turbulent time like this.
Yeah, I have to keep, believe it or not, I have to keep leaning on my husband because I'm a screamer. I'm just like, and he's just
And
like,
look,
don't you do this for a living? You know,
and
he's
Michelle, we're humans. We should
right.
absolutely lean into that. We're not robots. I
Yeah.
can I can budget on a spreadsheet. I can look through the stock market's history on a spreadsheet, but my brain is not built like a spreadsheet is. It's much more complex. It makes humans much better at many different aspects of life. But in investing, your brain will scream at you because it is wired to tell you when risks are in front of you. The problem is when you're an investor and you have that long-term horizon, it's made sense to lean into that risk. It just feels uncomfortable and your brain is screaming at you like you're touching a hot stove because in a way you kind of are from your
Yeah.
brain's perspective.